Okay, so we've got Michael, Joey, and Calvin, and we're gonna be doing a little read-along, guys.
God damn it.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, but I can't read. I read at like a 5th grade level. I can't wait to be a
sexy person.
Every person has a dream they wish to pursue.
Hey, that's me.
Oh, we'll read it, damn it! You fired!
Every person has a dream they wish to pursue.
Or passion.
Yet as people grow up, they often come to realize the truth. Dreams are nothing more than fairy tales.
Or passion!
At least that's what most people say. Then what about those who end up accomplishing their dreams? Are they merely incredibly lucky? Every man has a dream he wants to accomplish. However, there is something really important you should know, my boy.
Boo!
A real man doesn't give up on his dream, no matter what overwhelming challenges he might have to face. I still remember those foolish words my dad used to say, but despite their silly nature, I found myself inspired by them.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Ever since I was a young child, I've been interested in martial arts.
What race are you?
It didn't matter whatever I watched a match on television or read a manga about some heroic martial artist.
Oh great, now he's Chinese now.
It has always been my dream to become a martial artist one day. Of course, it was a bit childish of me to think that I could become a hero simply by learning martial arts. Even though I already understood that superheroes were nothing more than figments of my imagination, I still had a desire to use my strength for the sake of others. My name is Kushikin Takahiro. I'm a 17-year-old rising judo star, and no, that's not me bragging. I'm actually about to take part in a tournament 2 weeks from now that could make or break my career on an international level. Of course, I was excited about the opportunity to finally accomplish my dreams and represent my country at a sport that I loved, but the same excitement also made me feel incredibly nervous. And while those worrisome thoughts haunted my mind, a familiar voice resounded from outside the window.
Oi, Taka-kun, get your butt in gear.
Okay, I'll be right there, Koyomi. Not wanting to keep Koyomi waiting, I quickly dashed toward the front door to let her in, not even realizing that I was still in my pajamas. Hold on a second, Koyomi. Gotta grab my shoes before we head off to school.
Nigga, hurry up! I realized the school had a strict uniform or sleepwear policy.
Nice jammies, by the way.
Did you borrow them from your mother?
For a moment, my eyes drifted downwards, noticing that I was indeed wearing my pajamas. I let out a groan of annoyance and marched back towards my room.
Are you bapping over? Stop, slam.
Bah, there's something wrong with my jammies. The Gold Knight is a famous comic book hero in the West. Besides, not everyone prefers to sleep naked like you. Mumbling those words, I started stripping out of my clothes, not particularly minding the presence of the girl behind me.
That only happened once? You knew very well it was super hot that night, and geez, warn me before you stripped naked in front of me, you idiot.
You didn't seem to mind it when we were little. Maybe you want me to turn around instead.
Take me now.
I mean, no! Don't! I'll kick your ass.
I decided I had teased her enough and quickly pulled on my pants, proceeding with the remaining few items of clothing before I was suitably dressed for school. Besides, I had a reason for being so distracted.
You've been distracted a lot lately. What's going on in that hollow skull of
Are
yours?
you gonna fucking pick a voice?
Yeah, indeed. I'm bipolar.
It's that upcoming match. I have no idea how anyone can remain calm when an international career is at stake. I wouldn't be surprised if I made up enough doomsday scenarios to fill up the apocalypse genre.
What the fuck does that mean? I don't know, but you went through like 6 fucking voice changes just from father.
Alright, the judo thing. I'm sure you'll do fine. I've seen some of your matches. You suck. And of course, if you're really worried, you can always pray. Nazi.
Pray? What am I? Religious? Come on now.
What? Don't tell me you don't know. It's one of the school's legends. Apparently there's some shrine out in the forest. If you pray, it brings you good luck.
God damn.
Ichikawa-san said that his sister prayed to it the night before her exam. She got a perfect score.
I see those hormone transplants are doing well for you. A shrine that is said to bring you good luck. Sounds like bogus to me. Bogus.
Damn it.
But at this point, I'm willing to try anything, I guess. I'll ask Ichikawa-sama-san about the location. I'm not exactly in the mood to get lost in the forest and end up a modern-day Tarzan. Did you see that public what the fuck?
What did you say, Jungle Boy?
Popular reference I made there?
Well, whatever. If you do go looking, at least send me a message to let me know. And will you hurry up? I'm gonna be late again.
I didn't know you were in this show, Dan the Man. A hero is never too early, nor are they too late. They arrive precisely when they are needed.
Shut the fuck up, Gendo.
That's a fucking wizard. What are you talking about, man? But for the sake of avoiding attention, let's hurry. I'm a
Oh
tool.
shit! That's a wizard, not a hero. Genius!
Thank you.
How can one person be such a sports nerd and such a geek at the same time?
How can a 17-year-old Japanese girl sound like she's Macho Man Randy Savage?
Hormones!
Let's not forget the Casanova and Man of the Year candidate bits. They're important details, and I'm a tool of the community.
I doubt you'd qualify for either one of them, Pajama Boy!
Do I need to slap it to a Slim Jim, sir?
No!
Anyway, let us boldly go where everyone has gone before. To school!
Ah!
I make pop culture references. That's how you know I'm the hero.
Ah! Nerd!
Several hours later. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Damn it! Dots!
Later that day, I finally got a chance to talk to my classmate about the location of the shrine that Kiyomi-sama had mentioned earlier. Gym was the last thing on the schedule for today, so once people got ready to go home, I approached the guy. Hey, Ichikawa! Is it true that your sister discovered some shrine? Also, is Kiyomi secretly a man? That is said to bring you good luck?
Oh, let me guess. You want to date her? Why did you see that coming? Well, even though I do have to admit that's very attractive, I'm afraid she's already going out with someone, and I might be gay.
Well, thank you for calling me attractive.
Not to mention, you're not her type.
Damn right!
I already got my hands full dealing with Dan the Man. You can keep your sister to yourself. Joke aside, I'm more interested in that shrine.
Oh,
Did she mention where she found it? I didn't know there was anything near the forest aside from the dojo. That's how you know I like karate.
Oh, well, she said something about it being near a river.
Real fucking descriptive!
Oh, yeah, you're right. And quite high up. To be honest, I wasn't paying too much attention when she was going on about it. I saw up her skirt. I mean, she was wearing this top and it was tight.
Dude, that's your sister. What the fuck, man?
Hey, incest.
Stop! Go on. I seriously don't need to hear the details, and I doubt anyone else is interested. So do you know anyone who might have heard about the shrine?
Why are you guys talking about the movie Shrine on the Forest?
Who the fuck are you?
Prepubescent teen?
Get out!
No.
The one and only, according to Ichikawa's sister, there's supposed to be one near a river. By the way, Ichikawa's kind of fucked up.
I don't know about that, but there's this fiery girl at this Asakura dojo who knows more about it.
Fucking Americans.
Wait, are you talking about Iriyasama? About this tall, ridiculously strong, and super scary?
Yeah,
That-
that bitch.
I noticed that you forgot to mention a noun in the subject of that sentence.
Well, I'm noun voice.
Yeah, that bitch.
Oh, in that case, I believe I can still hear you. Takahiro's Garden. I know where that place is.
Of course you do. We both do. You just want to tag along, don't you? You fucking animal.
Of course.
I don't think Arya-senpai will appreciate you visiting her without her usual tricks in mind. Do I need to remind you what happened last time you tried to peek at her after she finished practice?
She whooped
You
your
and
ass.
Dan the Man. Blood, sweat, tears,
And
cum.
semen.
You know.
Shut up! I don't peep on the ladies. The ladies peep at me. That's slander, you know. I should sue you. I would never look upon Iriyama-sama's glorious body in any state of nudity.
Fucking faggot! Oh, so you haven't seen her naked yet?
I've seen a bit of side boob, but the hole I found didn't really let me get confused.
There we go. Someone call the cops. Ichikawa, the peeping Tom, has confessed.
High five!
I playfully chatted Ichikawa's shoulder as I turned around, grabbing my bag in the process and prepared to leave. Thanks for the tip, Ichikawa. I'll let the judge know you were most helpful during the interrogation.
No problem. This is unfair, though. I was coerced. I won't say another word until I speak with my lawyer.
Hot, hot, hot. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. Hot, hot, hot.
Once school was over, I decided to take my chances with the little bit of intel I had managed to obtain from my classmates. If memory served me right, Arya-senpai would be practicing at the dojo today. Of course, I knew her. She was a judo student, like myself. But for whatever reason, she has been refusing to compete in any tournament for a while now.
Wait, she's Jewish? Oh, judo!
What? Arya-senpai, are you around? I shouted her name as I parked my bike, looking around for any sign of the girl, with no one else around so I looked like a crazy person. I heard the cat dying slowly and painfully. I hope Arya-senpai isn't up to her black magic rituals again. Follow the shouts and you will find her. I grinned briefly as I saw Arya seemingly in the middle of practicing a series of motions, almost as if she was fighting an imaginary opponent. Perhaps now was a perfect opportunity to surprise her a little. In the butt. I snuck closer, making sure to make as little noise as possible before I reached her hand towards her shoulder. Arya! Feeling a hand on her shoulder, Arya reacted. She grabbed hold of my hand and with a loud grunt shifted her weight, curling and tipping me over her shoulder.
Suplex!
I didn't have time to brace myself for the impact before I hit the ground like a sack of potatoes.
Like a bitch.
Yeah! Oh, now she's up on the great Arya. Oh, Takabo, I didn't realize it was you. I'm sorry, are you okay?
No, Aunt Jemima, I'm not. Kanoichi, more like Tasmanian devil. That throw didn't have a shred of mercy in it. Like my dick.
There's no mercy in the ring, Takabo. Better than you learn that now than in 2 weeks' time. Let me guess, you want to do some sparring, don't you? Oh,
God,
yes,
sounds
do.
like you have Down syndrome.
I actually came here to ask you something, but I guess a little sparring wouldn't hurt. Although I think hitting a mentally retarded person might be illegal in Japan.
Shut the fuck up! Oh, what do you want to ask? We've got all afternoon.
We got all afternoon. Does this dojo got any sleeping mats?
Okay, hold on. Oh my god, my voice. Where was it?
And I could do a bit of freaking you.
Where to start? You used to take part in big and important matches in the past, right?
Oh, baby.
Didn't you ever get nervous before going into the ring?
Oh yeah, I would be in the back masturbating all the time.
Well, that's a stress reliever for sure. Go on.
This one time,
Go on.
I got so nervous. I hid in the kitchen cupboards until my dad found me and dragged me to the car. Of course, that was when I was 11.
It sounded like you said egg there. You alright? Well, obviously I can't go and hide from my match, but one of my friends made this stupid suggestion that I go and pray or something. Honestly, at this point, I'll do anything to calm my nerves a little.
Weird.
You go pray!
I'm sorry. Arya, I didn't realize you were so strongly feeling about this.
Talk boy, are you sure about this?
I'm not fucking anymore, you goddamn fanatic. You mean the match? Of course I am! I've been practicing judo ever since I was old enough to walk! This is my chance to finally represent this country and the sport I love. You're thinking about masturbating in the back again, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Arya seemed to think for quite a long time, all the while tapping her jaw with a finger. Eventually she snapped her fingers and grabbed a tight hold of me. Get your fucking hands off me, goddammit.
Alright, I'll tell you the way to the shrine, I know. But it's going to require more than a simple clap of your hands on you. And both of them.
I swear to God, if you lead me back to the goddamn outhouse again, I'm gonna shove you in.
Oh, come on! You need to give something to the shrine. Something of value like a virgin.
Perhaps a virgin sacrifice would do.
Oh, you know I'm not a virgin.
Ah, well. I think everyone knows that.
Raging dyke.
I guess I'll have to think of something before we get there. Thanks, Senpai. I appreciate the help.
Senpai! Oh, no. Takaboy. I'm not going with you. I've got training to do.
For what? You don't even do tournaments, you stupid bitch.
Besides! You step yourself. I can draw you a map.
Oh yeah, that's real helpful when I don't even know the goddamn layout.
Hey! Don't backtalk me. And then show you an easy way to get back here. But you'll be on your own.
Well, sucks to be me, I guess.
Indeed it does.
You're not tagging along? Not even for a little while? I only need about 30 seconds.
Afraid so, Takaboy. Let me just grab some paper. I'll draw that map for you.
Ah, fuck it. I'll just go walk around in the woods. I'll find it eventually.
Okay.
After Arya's return, quick preparations were made and I followed the directions noted down on the map. Surprisingly, it wasn't all that far. However, the hint on how to find my way back in case I got lost was a bit sketchy. I mean, all it said was go fuck yourself on the bottom. I mean... She yowled as she strangled another cat to death. Just look down and you'll be able to see the roof of the dojo from anywhere on the hill. Oh, that's real fucking descriptive, you stupid bitch. The forest near the dojo was my first challenge to overcome. A narrow path coiled along the trees, and nearby was the river Ichikawa's sister had mentioned. I followed Arya's scribbles with a bit of skepticism, but after an hour or so, I finally arrived at the supposedly legendary shrine.
No scribbles, bitch!
The shrine itself seemed surprisingly well maintained, despite being in the middle of nowhere. It made me wonder if someone could be secretly living there. Perhaps some secret martial arts master? Not like there's a thing like monks here in Japan who take care of fucking shrines because I'm a fucking moron.
Mr. Miyagi.
The thought of a hermit
Mr. Miyagi.
living in hiding within the shrine in order to prepare himself for an upcoming battle between good and evil started to dwell in my mind. And apparently I'm showing that I am clearly still a virgin. I guess it's too good to be true. I sighed in annoyance at that fact. Aside from shrine itself, the ground surrounding it seemed completely abandoned. There was no way anyone could be living there. And I'm really judgmental about how people live their lives, apparently. For the time being, I decided to focus on the reason behind my visit. It only took a few moments before I gathered the courage to approach the building. Once inside, I found a rather fancy-looking altar of sorts at the back of the room. That's fancy? Jesus, I'm fucking poor, apparently. I guess this is the thing everyone's talking about. Silently, I folded up the map I'd been given, putting it inside my bag, approached the altar. I was kind of skeptical about the whole religious aspect, so I wasn't too sure if this was actually going to work.
You're right!
I don't even think luck would do me much good in a match like this. Arya-sama, what are you doing following me again? I got that restraining order 6 years ago for a reason, goddammit.
Were you kidding me, bitch?
You're not allowed to follow me within 500 feet. We've agreed on this.
Alright, fine, no.
In my opinion, there wasn't any room for things like luck and martial arts. Except for, like, everything ever.
What the fuck is muck?
Judo is all about... Judo is all about using the knowledge you have gained through training. Of course, a good amount of talent also helps. There was simply no room for something as superstitious as luck. Clearly, this was going to be a match where my experience and talent would be pushed to their limits. Nothing more and nothing less.
Oh, curious. The boy doesn't believe in superstition, and yet he stands here surrounded by the very thing he denounces.
Jesus, Yoda! You doing alright, buddy? Upon hearing the voice, I looked around, trying to find the source, but there was no one to be seen. Who's there? Yoda?
Quite a cliched question, but the right thing to ask is, am I where?
What are you talking about? Show yourself!
Not yet. Entertain me for a little, you will. This place is like no other. Come here, why did you? If you do not believe in things such as luck.
I came here to prepare myself and whack off.
Ah, take me now. Do enlighten me about this something might preparing yourself are you for?
I felt a little bit annoyed as the questions continued to fucking confuse the shit out of me, but maybe if I kept talking to her, I would be able to find out where Shell was hiding. Who the fuck is Shell?
Her side interest.
I'm preparing for a tournament, a judo match.
Ah, loser. The fuck is that?
Seriously? You don't know what judo is? It's a highly skilled combat art.
Aha! So a warrior are you? Hesitant into battle you go, and came here in hope of resolve to fighting.
I'm not sure about the warrior part. I mean, I kind of read manga. I'm a fat ass who lives alone with his parents, and I'm 20-something, and I still go to high school.
Ha! How fortunate you are. It just so happens one of your kind is needed.
What, you mean a weeaboo? Alright, what's up? My kind?
Black, yes. I mean, a hero. This shrine brings fortune to heroes such as yourself. However, great hero, every must sacrifices return something in.
I don't know if I want to stick my hero in anything right now.
What the fuck?
Sounds like what others mentioned. Your version sounds better, though. No, it doesn't. I take... Laughing briefly at the story, I decided to play along and clap my hands together in prayer. So, what's next? Do I offer up my allowance or something?
No, you dick.
Alright, let's get this going, Yoda.
For your sacrifice will be something much greater value. I will be looking forward to seeing that Destiny's is in store for you.
Whoa, you got destiny, bro?
What is this Destiny you speak
Bro.
of?
As if on cue, I began to feel nauseated the moment the girl's words reached my ears, my head spinning wildly.
Bro,
Her
do
voice-
you even Nintendo?
Slowly, I staggered backwards, collapsing onto my back because I'm a weak piece of shit. As my vision grew blurry, the sound of approaching footsteps could be heard. Well!
Good luck, hero. You're going to need it, you are.
Yoda, you changed,
I
man.
am Satan Yoda.
Damn!
Despite my attempts to get back up, all I managed was a brief look at the girl.
And boy, was your boner raging.
The sight of horns and tail left my any questions, but before I had a chance to utter even a single word, my consciousness succumbed to darkness.
Japanese dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Ah, dot 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 dot. Scenery!
Masturbation.
Rays of sunlight stirred my back to life. A groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet.
That's my call.
I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like near the forest, near the dojo.
Sweet soft cum.
I also noticed there was a very sticky residue all over my back. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained.
Satan.
To make things even stranger, the path that I had followed amidst the trees seemed better maintained than I remembered. I should probably head home. The thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby. I guess we'll find out next time on TK Readalong.
Yeah!